Let's log into Blackboard next. Before we do that, first we're going to go to a website and we're going to type www.mercymacaulay.org/links. It'll take you to this page here, and it's important to actually pin this page at the top because you're going to be referencing this quite a lot. So right up here at the very top of the tab, if you press on the right mouse click button and select pin, mine's actually currently pinned, so let me unpin it first. So yours, you will click on it, select pin, and now this tab has been pinned. In fact, I can move it down further where I like to keep it. From here, we can go to things like Blackboard by just clicking on Blackboard. It saves us some time. We don't have to type in this entire URL. To log into Blackboard, you're going to type your last name, your first initial, and your middle initial. Your password is the exact same thing. Now, for me, my login is different because I'm not a member of the class of 2024. But for you, you want to type that last name capitalized, first initial, middle initial, both capitalized. And once you have that typed in, you can select Login, and it'll take you to this page. You currently don't have any pages set up yet for the school year if you're doing this video prior to about August 9th, but by then all of your classes should be in Blackboard and you should be able to see them. But for now, I'll just give you an example. So we're going to go to the eBell Computer Literacy class. Once we open this up, this is kind of what it'll look like for you. Every teacher's Blackboard class is similar. You'll have some different tabs here on the left and buttons that you can push to go to different parts of the page. They're similar. Not every teacher uses the exact same categories and buttons, but for the most part, they're very, very similar and easy to navigate. For instance, if we go to the how-to videos, you'll see there's lots of resources here about the different things that we've been talking about most recently. You can also go to content, and here I have an example of what it looks like when you are to take an assignment from Blackboard, print it to OneNote, and then complete it and turn it back in through Blackboard. That's what you would do when your teacher does not have a class notebook. So let's practice that. Let's click on this math assignment and see what happens. Do you see how it automatically opens up in this window? But we can't type on it while it's in this window. We need to move it so that it's in OneNote so that we can write on it. So we're going to select print, and we want to send it to OneNote. So we're literally printing this page to OneNote. And then we'll select print. And you wait for a moment. Let me see if I can move my frame down just a little bit. Do you see how this OneNote button at the bottom of my screen is now flashing like an orange color? That means it's ready. So I click on it and it asks me, where would you like to put this assignment? Well, it's coming from computer literacy. So I'm going to go down to my computer literacy notebook, and I'm going to put it in my teacher only tab because I'm a teacher. And I'm going to say OK. So now you can see I've put it into my notebook. I could write on this at this point. Just grab a note. Let's see, I could make my different graphs. I could talk about my domain and my range. I could talk about the degree and the leading coefficient and so on. And once I'm finished with my homework, I can turn it in. But to do that, we need to basically do the reverse. So we just printed it to OneNote. We did the work. Now we need to print it so that we can turn it back into Blackboard. So I'm going to click File. I'm going to click Print, Print again, And this time I'm going to scroll over to Print to PDF. And I'll say Print. And then I have to tell it where I want to keep it. Well, I want it in the OneDrive in my freshman year. And I'll put it in my computer literacy folder. And I'll call this Practice Homework. Then when I go back into Blackboard after it finishes printing, I'll be able to submit this assignment, this practice homework. So if I go back to the content area, it says, please turn the assignment here. So I'll click on it. This is like a little portal that the teacher has set up so that you can turn in your assignment. You'll browse for files. It's under freshman year, computer literacy, and it's called practice homework. So I open it up. And there it is. You can also leave your teacher some comments or notes. Maybe say something along the lines, I think I did well with this assignment. I had a little trouble at the end, or something like that. Whatever you would need to tell your teacher as you're turning it in. And then you simply click Submit. And that's how you can turn in an assignment on Blackboard.